Alright, this video is about a string change. These are dead Diodario strings. They really sound crappy, so they have to go, because I can't do any bass covers on this until it's got decent strings. I'd like to dedicate this video to Glen from Spector Sound Studios. He's always railing against bass players with crappy dead strings. These are not a year old, they're probably 8 months old. But first, let's listen to what they sound like. And before I get to that, got to warn you, it's going to be a long video. I don't do editing, so I'm just going to rush through this as quickly as possible. But this is what they sound like dead with no effects. And with fingers. And with some EQ compression. There you go. Let's get them off. Well, let's show you where are my new bass strings? Here they are. What this video is about is Chinese bass strings from China. I got these for less than $5 shipped from China. The E string is 105 gauge, and that's what's on here, so it ain't gonna affect the setup. So we're gonna put these on and listen to how they sound. So the reason I let you hear the dead strings is to, at the end of the video, you can listen to the new ones, go back and compare. Let's take these out. I believe you can find these on eBay by searching IRIN bass strings, or you can just look at the link in the description that I will have up. Now, when I bought a cheap Chinese bass, they had probably these strings on the bass, and they sound pretty darn good for what they are. Would I trust these for an important show? Probably not, but they're more than enough for just recording bass covers. Would I trust them for a local gig that wasn't very important? Yeah, I would. Would I trust it for a 3,000-seater festival that I'd be playing? No, not at all. Here. This off. Get down to it. This is the boring part that you gotta sit through. Just fast forward if this bores you to death. As far as changing strings go, maybe I do something better than other people do. Maybe I'm completely doing it wrong, so if that's the case, feel free to comment. I don't really know who taught me to change my bass strings, but I developed kind of my own way of doing it to maintain a certain level of quality in the change. So what I do is I straighten out the string as much as possible where it was on the winder. Pull it off carefully. And these aren't coated like, you know, your fancy American-made bass strings, so you have to be careful and get the right one. So this is obviously the E. So what I'll do is I try to just cut it to the same length, and I might add 1/2 inch to it, and I toss that. I got a couple dollar store tools that don't work very well, but they do work somewhat if you twist it. Sometimes it takes two hands. There. So I will twist it around the top, hold it snugly, and start twisting the tuning key. Probably takes me about 20 minutes to change my strings. Twist it so it's on there, and I start with the A string. Do I have a string winder? Yeah, but it's made for guitar. I don't think it works very well on this. Off the A. I'm actually gonna probably throw those strings away. I got a couple sets that I boiled them in sterile water. Put alcohol in them, blotted them dry, and put them under a fan. I haven't done that in years, so I'm gonna hear what that sounds like down the road sometime when I need to put brand new strings or new strings on for a show, but don't really want to afford brand new ones. Okay, here we go again. Catch the end with my fingernail, twist it up. There. Only once in my entire I don't know, 35 years of playing and changing strings did I get a string that was I cut too short or something, and I barely got it on there, and it wasn't so bad that it wouldn't hold a tune. It did hold a tune, so it was okay, but that only happened once and rather recently. So I guess it's a pretty good system, and I can't remember why that happened. It just that it did. I almost blew a brand new set of bass strings doing that. Because then what are you going to do if you've got a string that doesn't fit? You're going to have to use a used one on a set of new strings. That would kind of suck, or you'd have to go to the trouble of buying a single string. Okay, and the D string. Prematurely. D string. Yeah, on the ends, they are all the same, just chrome color. A lot of bass strings now will color code the strings, so they're dummy proof, I guess. Now, back in the old days, in the 80s, they were never coded like that, so you just had to know. So it's totally not necessary, but it is handy. Looking at the string, they do not hang totally straight. They got like bends and winds in them, kind of like a windy road. That's probably a testament to their lack of quality, I'm guessing. But they do sound pretty good as far as I can tell from the Chinese bass that I bought. Okay, now we're going to tune these strings up to the D string. That's why I left it on there. I'll tune them all three up, and then I'll pull the D string off. Stretch as you're tuning them. Okay, now the last one. There's excessive string on this particular one, so I'm going to cut the new one a little shorter. Okay, it's just about the same length as a brand new one, so I'm just going to take some off this. little bit. I'm just going to double or triple wrap the sucker. Oops. That's twice and 3 times. Probably all I'm going to get. That's your little time saver there. Now that I'm really noticing the twists and bends in these strings, they don't lay straight like a quality set would do. I'm just really curious about how they're going to hold up. Seems to me like you got a set of breakers on here. Okay. There. So they stretch pretty good. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of additional tuning to be done. Now let's listen to what they sound like. Without effects. So there's a huge drop in volume compared to the quality set. I don't know if that has anything to do with the strings or not. Just something I noticed. There you go. They are what they are. Chinese bass strings, under $5 shipped from China.